Okay, so today I am going to make something really good. A fun dessert, very fast to make. I'm going to make a 3-layer pudding cream pie. So I'm going to do a chocolate layer, a butterscotch layer, and a vanilla layer. I wanted this small size, and butterscotch was the only one that was in the small size. So I ended up having to get the larger sizes. So what I'm going to have to do is put a layer of one of the big ones, and then when I have enough there, then I'll just put the remaining in a bowl, and then we're going to use half of a Philadelphia cream cheese, and then I'm only going to use half of a whipped topping. And what you can do, if you want, you could buy a large one for a pie, buy a smaller one, and for the remaining pudding from these large ones, you can make a small pie too. So I'm going to start cooking this, and once I put a layer in, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it get all nice and cold. Then I'll make the next one, and then I'll put that layer on, get that nice and cold. Then I'll do the third layer, get that all nice and cold, and then we'll do the cream cheese and the whipped topping. Then we'll put it in the refrigerator for about 3-4 hours. Okay, so I just made the butterscotch one. So I'm going to put a thin layer of this on the bottom of the pie, and it will thicken as it cools. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and get this cool. Okay, so I just made the vanilla, and what I did to make this pie go faster is I took the one that I made, the butterscotch, and I put it in the freezer for about, oh gosh, I think it was about 15 minutes, so it's all nice and cool. So now I'm going to put a thin layer of the vanilla. Okay, so now I'm going to finish the top of the pie with the chocolate. Now, we'll let this cool. Same way, I'll put it in the freezer and get it all nice and cool, and then we'll work on the topping. Okay, so while the last layer is cooling in the freezer, getting nice and cool, I'm going to start on the whipped topping. So on the cream cheese, this is just a half, so it's 4 ounces. So the other half, I just put in a Ziploc baggie, and I'm just going to put it in the freezer. I just keep them in the freezer whenever I need them. And also, we have this jar. It's just of a bunch of different kinds of chocolates that we've just had for quite a while. And I chopped up one. A lot of them have like caramel and different things in them. But I found one that was just the plain chocolate. So I chopped up some of these, and I'm just going to put these on top of it. But that's totally optional. So anyway, so on the cream cheese, we're just going to mix it like this. And I forgot to mention that you need a heaping spoonful like this, like a tablespoon, but really a heaping one. And that's all that you need in this. And then you just mix it all together. Okay, so you just want to take half of this. So you kind of have to eyeball a half. And you just fold it in with the cream cheese. Okay, so let's put this on this nice pie now. And it looks yummy. And there you go. This is one heavy, beautiful pie. So I am gonna put it in the freezer for probably about 15 minutes, and then I will put it in the refrigerator for about 3 hours, and then we will cut into it. Okay, so the pie's been cooling for about 3 hours, so we're gonna cut into it. And it looks so good. Now remember, the longer you cool a cream pie, you know, the better it is and the harder it gets. I'm cutting a big piece. Wow. Okay, let's see how this looks. Wow, look at that. Can you see that? That looks so good. All those layers. You got the pie crust, you got butterscotch, you got vanilla, you got chocolate, you got the cheese whipped cream on it. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming into my kitchen, and I hope that you will try this. It is going to be fantastic. We'll see you next time.